Now, stop me if you've heard this one, and I know you have, but one of my pet peeves as a film critic is having to hand in my mobile phone when I go to a screening for fear that I may sit there in the screening room and pirate the movie on my phone to watch later on, or maybe to upload onto the internet. Now, we all know that this is preposterous nonsense, not least because I can barely work a mobile phone at the best of times, but also because, as we all know, and as I've said here on the blog for a couple of years, the solution to movie piracy is nothing to do with taking away recordable devices. It is to do with making the movie available in the format people want to see it in, the day and date of release. Multi-platform, simultaneous release. So, for example, a couple of years ago, low-budget British horror movie, Mum and Dad, opened on Boxing Day. You could see it in the cinema, you could buy it on DVD, you could download it onto your computer. You know what? Financially, that movie did fine. Since then, there have been other films which have followed suit. We had simultaneous release of Julia, simultaneous release of Life During Wartime. On Tour, the Mathieu Amalric film, which opened to great applause at the Cannes Film Festival, was simultaneously available in cinemas and on-demand, streamable onto your computer. Well, now, Route Irish, the new film by Ken Loach, which again premiered at Cannes to great interest last year, is being made available in the UK simultaneously in cinemas, on download, or you can pay to see it on your television. Now, I think this is a brilliant idea. I think it's the future. Some people, however, have raised their eyebrows and said, oh, well, this is very bad. This is going to be the end of cinema. This is going to take away a revenue stream for cinemas. It's going to damage box office. It's exactly the same as the people who years and years ago said, that video, that's the end of cinema as we know it. Oh, that's going to put paid to cinema, rather than thinking, actually, what video is going to do is going to provide a whole new revenue stream that will breathe new life into cinema. We all know that this is the solution to piracy, but it's also the solution to the problem of exhibition. Why? Well, threefold. One, if people can download these movies legally, that will stop the need for downloading them illegally. Secondly, if people want to watch movies on the go on their mobile phones, let them do it. There's a whole new generation of whole other ways of watching films. If that's how they want to do it, great, that's their choice. But most importantly for me, if you're like me, somebody who wants to make the effort to go to the cinema, maybe pay a little bit more for the theatrical experience of seeing the film projected on a big screen in an auditorium, you know what? I won't have to sit in that cinema with a bunch of other people who would much rather be on their mobile phones. Why not? Because they are on their mobile phones back at home where they downloaded it legally. It's a win-win situation.